back to this. Tangent line is horizontal. It means that the derivative is equal to 0 for one reason. The derivative is the slope of the tangent line. So the tangent line is horizontal, so the slope is 0. Therefore, f prime of x is equal to 0. Now, f prime of x is equal to 0, so 3x squared minus 6x is equal to 0, and hence x equals 0 or x equal 2. And the points will be the first point has coordinates 0, 1, and the second point has coordinates 2, and replace x by 2 here, 2, negative 3. Okay, طيب. To show you graphically that the tangent line
Petra.
مش موجود عندي. مش موجود.
منا عامل الجوين.
عملت الجوين، جيت بدي اعمل لها ادمت، طلعت. شفتها عملت الجوين ورجعت راح، هلا عندي مش مبين.
طب كيف جبت اللي هو بس 2
نعم؟
كيف طلع معك هو 2 minus 3؟
هذا حليناه المرة الماضية، هو كاتبينه. طب بس to find y value replace x by 2.
والعكس كيف جبناها؟
When you solve this equation, you get x equals 0, x equals 2. This is a quadratic equation. You can use the calculator or you can take x common factor. Okay?
Okay.
To show you graphically that the tangent line at these 2 points is horizontal. Yeah. Can you see the graph? Can you see the graph? Okay, good. Here is the graph of the function. X cubed minus 3x squared. Here is the graph of the function x cubed minus 3x squared plus 1. And solution at point A 1, 0, 0, 1 and point B 2, negative 3, the tangent line is horizontal. Here are the tangent lines to the curve at x equal or at A and at B. As you can see here, the tangent line is horizontal. In fact, here you can take it as a remark, and we will see it in the coming lesson. Point, the maximum or the minimum, as you can see here, maximum or minimum. If the function is differentiable, it means if the curve is smooth, as you can see. The curve here at this point is smooth. We don't have angular point. هلا راح نشوفهم شوي. We don't have angular point. It's smooth. In case we have maximum point, here we have maximum or minimum here, and the function is differentiable. It means graphically the graph is smooth. Then the derivative will be 0. The derivative at this point, and f prime of 0 will be 0. Or in other words, the tangent line at this point will be horizontal. And here we have a line at this point is horizontal. Similarly at B, the tangent line is horizontal. Okay? Is it clear? The only 2 points, by the way, the only 2 points on the graph in which the tangent line is horizontal are A and B. Okay? The maximum and the minimum, in fact. Clear? Now, to move to the second part of the question, find
بس أنا بس ما فهمت الطريقة اللي حليناها فيها.
طيب بسيط طبعا. Like the given the tangent line is horizontal. This is the given, right? From one side, the slope of the horizontal line is 0. Do you agree?
Yes.
This is from one side. From the other side, the slope is the derivative. Why? Because it's tangent. And you know that the slope of the tangent line is the derivative of the function. So from one side it is 0, from the other side is the derivative. So here I'm saying that the derivative is equal to 0.
Okay.
Derivative is 0, so 3x squared minus 6x equal to 0. And then x equals 0 or x equal to. Solve this equation. This is a quadratic equation. 0, 2. Now to find the points, because the question find all points in which the tangent line is horizontal. Okay? To find the point, replace x by 0. 0, you get y equal 1. Replace x by 2, you get y equal negative 3. So the
بس ليه
points
عملنا
are
replace بالf of x مش بالf f prime x؟
we need point on the curve. You need point on the curve.
Okay. مش okay.
Not on the curve of f prime.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Right. Yeah. Well, the second part of the question. The tangent line still find points in which the tangent line is parallel. Tangent is parallel to line D of equation y is equal to 3x or negative 3x plus 5. Yep. Good. The tangent line is parallel to this line. What can we deduce now? What can we say about or the slopes about what can we say about the slopes of parallel lines?
0 لأنهم horizontal.
ما حدا قال horizontal. Negative 3x plus 5 is not horizontal. But again, my
equal
question.
slope.
Good. Two lines are parallel. It means that they have the same slope, right? Two non-vertical, of course. Non-vertical. I mean the slopes are equal because vertical line has no slope. Of course, only two vertical lines are parallel. But in case they are not vertical, the lines are parallel if they have the same slope. So here, the slope, the tangent is parallel to line D. That means that the slope of the tangent is equal to slope of D. And what is the slope of line D?
-3.
It's negative 3. So here, the slope of the tangent line is negative 3. Then how to continue? What equation we have to write?
نكتب equation التانجنت ومنها بنحط بصير بدل ال a minus 3.
But I don't need the equation of the tangent. The derivative. Very good. The slope of the tangent is negative 3, but the slope of the tangent is the derivative. The slope of the tangent is the derivative. So f prime of x is equal to negative 3. Right? It means that f prime of x is equal to negative 3. The same idea as we did here in the first part. In the first part, we said f prime of x is equal to 0. F prime of x because this is the slope of the tangent line. Equal to 0 because the slope is 0 since the line is horizontal. Here the same idea. The slope is the derivative. So f prime of x is equal to negative 3. Negative 3 because the slope is negative 3. The slope is negative 3 because it's parallel to the line is parallel to line D of equation negative 3x plus 5. So they have the same slope. Okay? Now, f prime of x is equal to negative 3. Solve this equation to find value of x.
بس سؤال.
نعم.
هي بتكون الايكوال للسلوب اف برايم اوف اكس بكل الحالات؟
بكل الحالات طبعا. ما نحن اول ما بلشنا درسنا اول فكره حكيناها. I drew a graph and we said that the tangent line, the slope of the tangent line, it is the limit of f of x minus f of a over x minus a, and we said that this is the derivative. The first idea was the slope of the tangent line is defined to be the derivative of the function.
Okay, yes.
Okay, fine. Now f prime of x is equal to negative 3. It means that 3x squared minus 6x plus or plus a 3 equal to 0. Take 3 to the left side. Type solve this equation. You get x equal 1, only one root. That's a quadratic equation. You can solve it. Okay, type x equal 1. That means that y, it is f of 1, which is equal to negative 1. So the point here, take 3 to the left side. Okay. So the point in which the tangent line, point on the curve, in which the tangent line at this point to the curve is parallel to negative 3x minus 5, or to the line of equation y equal negative 3x plus 5. Also, we are going to see the graph of this function when you finish writing.
استاذ بس هيك حتصير بلس 4 مش بلس 3. بلا صح.
Okay.
استاذ ما فينا نقول انه الاكس equal to xa هون يعني؟
x is equal to xa. كيف يعني؟
ايه
كيف
يعني الاكس يعني كيف ايه انه الاكس equal للاكس اوف a يعني الاكس العادية
ايه اكيد
يعني equal
لل مش طبيعي.
اوكي.
استاذ شو جاب بلس 3 الاخيرة للهيدي f prime of x؟
نعم take 3 to the left side بس.
اوكي.
Did you finish writing?
أستاذ أنا خلصت ما بعرف غيري.
استاذ علامات الكويز بعد الساعة بتعطينا اياهم؟
بعد الساعة والله عم بنسى. كان كويز الديريفيتيفز بعد ما صححتوه الصراحة، بس أول واحد إيه، وسوري عن جد نسيت أبعت لكم إياه.
بسيطة يا استاذ.
أستاذ الصراحة هذا العمل ما فهمتش منه شيء.
بسيطة.
ولا أنا أستاذ.
بعيد بأفكاري.
أوكي. أول شيء موافق معي إنه السلوب، when I say slope of tangent line, slope هو الديريفيتيف. Do you agree? Yes, no. وئام and مجد.
يا أستاذ.
Do you agree that the slope of the tangent line is the derivative of the function? This is a rule. خلاص هاي المفروض تكون أنت حافظها. The slope of the tangent line is the derivative of the function at the given point. تمام؟
Okay.
But for example, in the second part, they said that the slope is negative 3. ليش السلوب هي negative 3؟ لأنه هو عم يقول the tangent line is parallel to this line.
Okay.
Two lines are parallel, they have the same slope. It means that the slope of the tangent line is equal to negative 3. Alright. So from one side, it is the derivative. From the
اوكي
other side is
بس
equal
لو
to negative.
حطينا
Okay? From one side, it is the derivative. From the other side,
اوكي
is equal to negative 3. So for that reason, I wrote this equation, f prime of x is equal to negative 3. F prime of x is equal to negative 3. Now, this is an equation. Solve it and find value of x. F prime of x, it is negative 3x or 3x squared minus 6x. Equal to negative 3. Move negative 3 to the left side, you get plus 3. This equation, solve it, quadratic, you get 1 root, x equal 1. Then,
يصير بس بلس 1 شو اسمه هي كونستنت حطها زيرو
شو خص؟
ليه حطيت
أنا مش
بلس
هجيب
3 تحت
derivative. I'm not finding the derivative again at 1. No. Okay. Here I'm finding coordinates of a point.
انت عملتها ايكوال ماينس 3 زائد بلس 3 جوا
ممكن تعيد؟
انت عملتها ايكوال ماينس 3 اف اوف اكس برايم عملتها ايكوال
prime
3 وجايب
negative 3.
لجوا
اي صح.
اوكي
Okay. طيب. Now you have
بنرجع
x
نعمل
equal 1.
ديريفيتيف مرتين ولا لا؟
لا
ولا
شو بدي
نجيب
اعمل
الايكويشن عادي؟
مرة واحدة.
اوكي
اوكي. طيب.
بنجيب الايكويشن عادي بيطلع اكس ايكوال بس بيطلع جوابين هون
لا هيك كوادراتيك بيطلع عنده جواب واحد.
اوكي تمام ثانك يو
If you find delta will be equal to 0. Then this equation has a double root.
اوكي
You may use the
استاذ
calculator.
كمان اي ماينس 1
Could you please repeat?
كيف طلعت الاي ايكوال 1 وماينس 1 1 جبناها
Look,
الاكس بس الماينس 1 كيف؟
when you replace x by 1 in the function f of 1, 1 minus 3 plus 1, you get negative 1. So the point has coordinates 1, negative 1.
اوكي ثانك يو كثير
Okay? Welcome. To show you graphically the tangent line.
استاذ ايوب
Yes.
انت بتطلب منا شيء نرسم الجراف ولا لا؟
ايه بالدرس اللي جاي. الدرس الجاي رح نتعلم نرسم الجراف. Okay. Look here. You are given the line of equation negative 3x plus 5. خلينا نمحيهم هون نختم نضيع فيهم. You are given the line of equation y equal negative 3x plus 5. This is the line. Okay. According to our solution, the tangent line or the point has coordinates 1, negative 1. Here is the point 1, negative 1. And as you can see, if you draw the tangent line to the graph, tangent line to the curve. At this point with coordinates 1, negative 1, as you can see, these two lines are parallel. This is the tangent line at point C, and this is the given line. The given line is not a tangent to any arbitrary line. شو ما يكون line عادي. Okay? Clear? The tangent line is this line. And one more thing, when you have to replace x by 1, نحن هون in our solution we got x equal 1. We still have to find y. You don't replace y by its value in the curve or in the equation of the line. If you replace y or x by 1 in the equation of the line, you get 2. You get this point here. You'll get the point 1, 2. It is not a point on the curve. It is not a point on the curve. It is the point on the line. It is not the point of tangency. It is a point on the line. While the question, we need point on the curve. So we replace in the function f. Okay? Any questions? Questions?
No, thank you.
Okay. Move to exercise 4. Exercise 4. Exercise 4. You are given a piecewise function. And here we are going to explain graphically the meaning of differentiable function and non-differentiable function. The question in part 4, determine whether the function is differentiable at x equal a. Similar to the question in the previous lesson, determine if the function is continuous at x equal a. And here, determine if the function is differentiable at x equal a. You are given f of x is 3x squared minus 2x plus 1. And if x is less than or equal to 1, and we have 3x minus 1 if x is greater than 1, and you have to check the differentiability of the function at a equal 1. عفوا
الورك شيت
هم الورك شيت الكتاب مش راح استعمله. نعم differentiable. لا مش continuous، غير continuous، غير فكرة continuous. كنت أقول in the previous lesson you were given similar exercise, piecewise function, and determine if the function is continuous at 1. Here, similar function, or the question, determine if the function is differentiable at x equal 1. You have to determine if the function is differentiable, if the derivative exists. To explain the meaning of differentiable, explain the meaning of differentiable function. From the definition of the derivative, we said f prime of x, it is limit x approaches a, f of x minus f of a over x minus a. مش هيك نحن sorry f prime of a. In this way we defined the derivative, right? It is the limit f of x minus f of a over x minus a. Right. When you say that, the derivative is a limit. Right. Here we can start our discussion. Limit. Sometimes the limit is infinity. Sometimes the limit doesn't exist. What do you mean by limit doesn't exist? Limit from the left is not equal to limit from the right. Again, once you are saying that the derivative is a limit, it means that the limit could be a number is equal to 5. Sometimes the limit is infinity, and sometimes the limit doesn't exist. When the limit exists, the value of this limit, which is the value of the derivative, is the slope of the tangent line. Once you say that f prime of a number is equal to 5, it means that the slope of the tangent line at the point is 5. The slope with derivative, which is equal to 5. Right. But what if the derivative here, which is the limit, we got infinity? What if the limit doesn't exist? It means limit as x approaches, after 1. Limit as x approaches 1 minus, we got 3. And limit as x approaches 1 plus, we got 5. The limit doesn't exist. What does it mean? Graphic. طيب رح نحل هيدا، رح نحل الاكسرسايز، نرجع نرسم الجراف لها، اوكي؟ ونشوف if the limit or if the function is differentiable كيف يكون شكلها. و if the function is not differentiable كيف يكون شكلها؟ طيب
أستاذ
ونحكي عن 3 cases. أول case already حكينا عنه. If the limit exists is equal to a number خلاص هذا slope at tangent point. طيب نحكي عن 2 cases إذا كان derivative infinity I mean if the limit is infinity. وثاني وحدة if the limit doesn't exist from one side is equal to a number from the other side is equal to a number كيف يكون شكلها بالجراف؟ كيف يكون شكل الجراف بهالحالة؟ يس حمد.
أستاذ يعني قصدك أنت إنه limit as x into a plus لازم تكون into a limit as x into a minus لتكون differentiable.
صحيح. لتكون differentiable.
Okay.
The function is differentiable. It means that this limit should exist. What do you mean by the limit exists? Back to the
يعني الاثنيناتهم equal لبعض ولا يعطونا limit.
The limit from the left should be equal to the limit from the right. هاي هي. يعني هاي الفاليو لازم يكون limit as x approaches a minus should be equal to limit as x approaches a plus. اللي نحن هلا هون راح نسميهم f prime plus f prime minus. Derivative from the left, derivative from the right. اوكي؟ طيب مش شغله معقده ما حدا يستوعب. طيب with one more ها بتشوف السوليوشن بيطلع شيء بسيط منه معقد.
يعني كيف الديريفاتيف؟
with one more remark صغير بعد. Any differentiable function is continuous. لحتى تحكي انت عن curve هو smooth ولا not smooth. Okay? And as we said differentiable it means smooth. Okay? لازم تكون function continuous. Okay? ما لها معنى تيجي تقول لي هي smooth ولا not smooth وهي مقطوشه. يعني وين فرضا مثلا هيك او اي smooth عم تحكي عنه هون وطالما هي ما continuous وين هاي وهاي مثلا وين graphically اي smooth عم تحكي عنه وطالما الفانكشن ما continuous. any differentiable function is continuous. Differentiable a function is differentiable f is differentiable and the derivative exists, it means that it is continuous. F is continuous. But the opposite is not true. It could be continuous but not differentiable. So for that reason, or one more thing, the function is differentiable, it means continuous. The opposite is not true. The function is continuous doesn't mean that it is differentiable. Sometimes, I don't show the examples. The function is continuous but it is not differentiable. بس اللي فيه احكي كمان شغله ثانيه انه the function is not continuous يعني for sure it is not differentiable.
شو يعني differentiable؟
يعني the derivative exists. يعني هاي اللي كنا عم نحكي عنه the limit of f of x minus f of a over x minus a exists. To repeat again.
شو الفرق بين differentiable والcontinuous؟ شو الفرق بيناتهم؟
continuity هلا نرجع نعيده.
continuity.
فرجيك اياها graphically شو يعني continuous و differentiable. To repeat again, if the function is differentiable then it is continuous. But like how to count implies not equivalent. Yeah. Differentiable it means continuous. But continuous it doesn't mean necessarily differentiable. You know, we may have continuous not differentiable. Continuous and differentiable. أنا بشوفهم بالإكزامبل صار بهذا بالبارت اللي بعده. طيب. هلا بس البوينت اللي كمان بدي أحكي عنه إنه if the function is not continuous يعني أنا عم بشتغل بشي certain function ولقيت إنه هاي function is not continuous خلص معناتها not differentiable at this point. ما في داعي ساعتها to check the limit f of x limit of f of x minus f of a over x minus a. لا خلص ما هي مانا continuous الباقيين شو بشوفهم. اوكي ما في حدا موجود بالصف شو بدي اشوف اذا كانوا ناجح ولا مش ناجح ما فيش حدا. ما فانكشن مانا continuous شو بدي اشوف اذا هي differentiable عارف على اكيد انه مانا differentiable لانه مانا continuous. اوكي اذا to check the differentiability اوكي اول شيء شوف اذا هي continuous ولا لا. اذا مانا continuous خلص وقف. اكيد at 1 عم بحكي على النمبر given number. اوكي طيب
استاذ انا معناته مش عم بفهمه بس
هلا بتشوف بالسوليوشن تفهم. طيب limit to check the continuity لانه اذا ما طلعت continuous خلص ما عادش بكمل. اذا ما طلعت continuous ما عادش بكمل، خلص بوقف بقول ما أنا continuous the function is not continuous so it is not differentiable. اذا طلع if the function is continuous then you continue find that or check the differentiability. Continuity limit f of x of نعم differentiable ايه اوكي اسمعني شوي بس مش لطلع differentiable. اسمعني شوي. إذا كانت differentiable this means that the function is continuous. اوكي طيب بعد إذا كانت not continuous يعني not differentiable. مظبوط؟ طيب والسؤال هون check if the function is differentiable. check if the function is differentiable. طيب أول شغلة عم تشوفها طيب شوف إذا هي continuous ولا لا. إذا طلعت معي ما أنا continuous، إذا طلعت معي not continuous لازم دغري بقول له it is not differentiable. أوكي؟ طيب
استاذ طب كيف اعمل
إذا طلعت
calculation؟
continuous إذا طلعت
في إلها
continuous
rule يعني؟
بس طلب جابك جد بس لا. إذا طلعت continuous مش رح أقول له إنه هي differentiable أكيد لا. I'm going to move to the second step. يعني إذا بدك to check the differentiability the function f is differentiable. f is differentiable. Our condition the function is continuous. The second condition the limit f of x minus f of a over x minus a as x approaches a exists. In other words, the function is differentiable. It means that it should be continuous. 2, the limit here should exist. If the function is not continuous, خلاص بوقف. You know, our condition is not satisfied. You stop. Man, differentiable. يلا. If it is continuous, okay, move to the second condition or the second step. Find the limit. Okay. For the first condition, the continuity, to check if the function is continuous or not, limit f of x approaches 1 minus is equal to remind you, the function is continuous if the function is defined at 1, the limit as x approaches 1 is equal to f of 1. It is defined at 1, مفروغ منه. Limit as x approaches 1 minus, it is the limit of 3x squared minus 2x plus 1, and what we studied in the previous lesson, which is equal here to 3, 4, 2. And limit x approaches 1 plus of the function, it is the limit of 3x minus 1, x approaches 1 plus, which is equal to 2 also. And f of 1 بحل عندي equal, it is 3 times 1 squared minus 2 times 1 plus 1, the answer is 2. Here the three values are equal. So first of all, the function is continuous. F is continuous at x equal 1.
استاذ ما بدنا نحط f of 1 للثاني.
f of 1 عفوا
يعني ال f of a للثاني تبع ال 3x minus 1.
Well, we have equal. نعمل replace محل ما في عندي equal. We have.
okay.
Now, the second condition. Limit of f of x minus f of a over x minus a as x approaches a. يعني هون you have to find limit f of x minus f of 1 over x minus 1 as x approaches 1 minus, and as x approaches 1 plus. Limit f of x minus f of 1 over x minus 1, x approaches 1 minus. اللي هي نحن بنسميها هاي f prime، لأنه 1 minus we write minus here at 1. يعني the left side notation مش أكتر. f prime minus f prime minus at 1. يعني the left side the limit as x approaches 1 minus, which is equal to limit x approaches 1 minus. We are saying x approaches 1 minus. So x is less than 1. X is less than 1 over x minus 1. F of x. Are we going to replace f of x by 3x squared minus 2x plus 1 or 3x minus 1? When we say x approaches 1 minus. أول وحدة. لأنه هون we are saying x approaches 1 minus. It means that x is less than 1. X is less than 1. Because I have to consider the first one. 3x squared minus 2x plus 1. 3x squared minus 2x plus 1. Minus f of 1. Now already we found it. F of 1 is equal to minus 2. قبل ما أكمل بدي هاي الستep مفهومي أو لا؟ لأنه إذا فهمت هاي صار كل شيء بسيط عادي. يعني الباقيين صاروا تفاصيل ونرجع للدرس اللي قبله يعني ما
أنا فهمت.
finding limits يعني مش الشغل المعقد.
استاذ انا مش كتير فهمت اخر وحده.
ايه
مش كتير
Again.
فهمت اخر وحده.
The second condition, x approaches limit as x approaches a of f of x minus f of a over x minus a should exist لحتى تكون differentiable. طيب بس هون the limit exists يعني limit from the left should be equal limit from the right. طيب limit as x approaches what? ال a اللي هي 1. إذن هون you have to find limit as x approaches 1 minus of f of x minus f of 1 over x minus 1. هي the definition of the derivative. عم شوفها. limit f of x minus f of 1 over x minus 1. هي اللي هي نحن بنسميها ال f prime minus that one. لأنه نحن هون we are finding limit as x approaches 1 minus. يعني x is smaller than 1. X is smaller than 1. We replace f of x, we replace this f of x by 3x squared minus 2x plus 1. ليش هيك؟ لأنه it is equal to 3x squared the function. It is equal to 3x squared minus 2x plus 1 when x is less than 1. طب هون عندي x less than 1. إذن هيدي ال f of x هي هاي. Minus f of 1 we already found f of 1 it is 2 minus 2 over the same denominator x minus 1. Clear? Now, to continue, find this limit. Find this limit. The same way you found the limit here in the previous lesson. نفس الشيء، ما تغير شيء. بيطلع معك infinity، بيطلع معك 2، بيطلع معك 0، بيطلع معك شو بيطلع معك؟ You find the limit. So it is equal to limit. No, come on. X approaches 1 minus 3x squared minus 2x minus 1. 3x squared minus 2x minus 1 over x minus 1. That's equal to limit x approaches 1 minus. If you replace x by 1, you'll get 0 over 0, which is the indeterminate form. Right. Indeterminate form, factorize. This is quadratic. The roots of this, like, the roots of this quadratic, نرجع بعيد اللي عم يستوهم نفس اللي كنا عم نعمله بالدرس اللي قبل بنفس الاسلوب.
الشاشة عندي كتير مغبشة.
استاذ الصورة مش مبين منها شيء.
إيه عندي كمان كتير.
بلشنا وما بعرف ليش بس فضت الشاشة. لهيك سؤال، هيك كيف؟ هيك كمان مغبشة؟
إيه
أضرب.
أضرب. أوكي. هلا شو؟
أنا عندي زبدة.
اوكي الحمد لله. طيب the roots ودانيال
معك.
مش الحال؟
إيه أحسن من قبل كان.
So the roots here for this quadratic are 1 and negative 1 over 3. 1 and negative 1 over 3. Factorize. A x minus x1, x minus x2. So it is 3 x minus 1 into x plus 1 over 3. All of it over x minus 1. Simplify and then replace. The answer is 4. هذا بيسألني حلا كيف طلعت 4. Replace x by 1, multiply by 3, you get 4. Okay, so here the left side, the derivative from the left, 4. F prime minus is 4. Now let's find f prime